Ready?
Yeah.
The lawsuit, known as Davis versus the City of New York, is one of 3 related cases involving stop and frisk that are moving through the federal courts. The broader case charges police with stopping and frisking hundreds of thousands of people a year on the basis of race. The third case was brought on behalf of residents of private apartment buildings who say they were illegally stopped, ticketed, or arrested in police sweeps similar to those conducted in public buildings. The facts set forth in the Davis case were distressing, with plaintiffs accusing the police of arresting them as they were waiting to meet friends in the lobby or simply standing at the elevator. One Upper Manhattan resident, Roman Jackson, said he was talking with a friend on the stairwell when the police arrived and told the 2 men they were not supposed to be there. Mr. Jackson politely explained that he lived in the building. The 2 were nonetheless ordered up against the wall, frisked, and then arrested. The city tried to have the complaint dismissed on the grounds that Mr. Jackson was loitering, but Judge Schindlin noted that the loitering rules were so dangerously vague as to be unconstitutional and denied the city's motion. In their excessive zeal, the police are undermining respect for the law in the very communities where residents' cooperation is most needed and abridging the rights of people they are supposed to protect. Last week began without a farm bill, a legislative lapse of shameful proportions. Since 1949, the bill has always been renewed, but not this year. Even so, most of the 2012 crop is still covered by loans, insurance programs, and commodity supports until the end of the year, with one important exception. That exception is dairy farmers. When the Farm Bill expired, so did the Milk Income Loss Contract Program, which pays dairy farmers when milk prices, which are always volatile, fall below a heinous level. The payment is also adjusted to the price of feed, which has been high thanks to record corn prices and will be much higher after this year's nationwide drought. The program was designed to help small dairy operations, the kind that are prevalent in the Northwest. Typically, in New York, the program can provide a farmer with as much as 10% of his income. For all too many farmers caught between diminishing demand for milk, historically low milk prices, and historically high grain prices, that is the difference between bare survival and certain insolvency. We are not fans of price supports, including dairy subsidies, but there is a special argument to be made in the case of small-scale dairy farming in the Northeast. Nearly 2.5 million acres in New York are directly tied to dairy farming. Working farms keep the land open and productive and hold development at bay. When Congress returns, it needs to make sure that the program payments are restored, even before it goes back to work on the Farm Bill. The Senate has passed its version of the bill, but the House has not. Some House members seem to think they have all the time in the world. Dairy farmers know better. Without the milk program, help for many of them will come too late. The streets of New York City have become a lot more dangerous in the last year. Mayor Michael Bloomberg's latest management report that tracks city data shows the traffic fatalities, including those caused in car crashes, were up to 291 between July 2011 and June 2012, compared with 236 deaths in the previous 12-month period. New York does better at protecting its population from traffic deaths than some cities, including Los Angeles, but the death rate is still unacceptably high compared with places that police traffic better, know better, like Paris and Tokyo. The city could cut down on traffic deaths in 3 ways. It should be given permission by state authorities to install cameras to photograph license plates when drivers are going too fast, since many deaths are caused by speeding vehicles. There were 115 deaths involving drivers or passengers, up from 78 in the year before. The remaining 176 killed were cyclists and pedestrians. City police should also increase the number of tickets given to drivers and cyclists who disobey traffic laws like speeding, running red lights, or making illegal turns. And the city's traffic experts should continue to focus on redesigning the streets to make them safer for vehicles, bicycles, and pedestrians.